Welcome to the stunning and beautiful rugged landscape of Corsica. Today's yoga flow was filmed at this adorable boutique hotel. I'm really excited to share this yoga class with you. We'll be working on our strength, our flexibility, and also our endurance as we build upon a few very wild and fun yoga sequences. Today's class is intermediate with a bit of advanced thrown in there. I think you'll love it. So find your mat and let's begin, folks. When you're ready, join me seated towards the back of your mat. We'll just begin here by finding our posture. So from a kneeling position, bring the attention first to the base of your spine, to your pelvic area. I'm going to show you here what not to do, right? So we don't want to be bulging our belly and arcing our lower back. Instead, tuck that core in, pull your belly button to your spine, and tuck the tailbone under. Same thing here. I used to really flare my rib cage, but I want to urge you to try to knit that rib cage together, keeping the entire core tight and supported for your spine. You can roll those shoulders along your upper back. And then finally, if you're anything like me, you have to remember to tuck your chin back. Place the palms on the thighs, and ultimately, just try to have a nice straight spine here as you bring your attention to the breath. Inhale into the chest. And exhale. Starting to bring our attention inwards here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale and a sigh from your mouth. Inhale. You can see I'm visualizing here with my hands the breath coming up and releasing back down. Inhale into the belly, the chest. Exhale back down to the earth. Inhale through the belly, through the rib cage, up into the chest. Exhale, release that breath back down to the earth. Just continue to breathe here. I know my intention for the class here was to basically feel almost a little more connected with the earth. The area where this yoga class was filmed was surrounded by beautiful trees, a river, and nature. So the yoga class was inspired by trying to free my movement, maybe even be a little wild. If that's your intention today, go for it, or if it's something else, take some time here to think about your dedication for the practice. You can flip those palms and face them up, inviting a little more external energy into your breath. Bring the attention to the breath. Inhale. And exhale it all out. Inhale again. Exhale. Beautiful work on your attention here on your breath. Inhale. And exhale. We'll be starting with a bit of movement here momentarily. Just thanking yourself, bringing attention to the breath, to the mind, to your posture, preparing your body and your mind for your practice today. You can start to make this breath a little deeper here. If you're looking at the video, you can see I'm starting to put a little bit of movement through my spine, through my neck. Starting to invite a bit of fluidity, a bit of flow through my spine and chest. On your next inhale here, let's just take some nice gentle neck rolls. Any direction is fine. I was stretching a bit before this, so if your neck roll is a little smaller than mine, maybe it's in the morning, that's totally fine. If you want to make this a little bigger, a little juicier, go for it. Again, today's about freedom of movement. It's about liberating your body on your mat, allowing the breath and the flow to give you a bit of extra wildness, a bit of extra freedom to express yourself. So as you reverse this neck circle, make it as big or as small as you'd like. I really love to move, so you'll see me making a lot of these circles quite big. Good. Let's roll those shoulders up and back a few times. Again, this can be a small movement if you're feeling crunchy, or quite a big whole upper body roll. Rolling the shoulders up and back. Let's roll them forward this time. Again, as big or as small as a movement as you're feeling good for today. Beautiful. One more big shoulder roll to the back and forward. Lovely. Let's move into our next variation here. So open up the knees a bit to the side along your mat. Inhale, look up to the sky, open the chest. Exhale, tuck the chin. Concave the belly. You can see my belly button pulling towards my rib cage here, my upper body arcing over. Inhale, look up, kind of like a cat-cow here. Exhale, tuck the chin, pull the belly button back. Beautiful. Inhale, open up the chest, look up. Exhale, tuck the chin, concave that upper body. Beautiful, just warming up our core here, warming up our spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, contract. Again, you can add a little juice here if you want, or keep it a little more stagnant. If you're comfy with it, come up onto your knees, a little camel variation. So the hands are just in the lower back and you're gently arcing up to the sky. We drop back down into our kneeling position. And if it hurts your knees, feel free to put a blanket under them. And we come back up to our camel variation. Bring it back down into your kneeling. And push up. Open up that chest. Tuck the chin now, really roll through the spine to come back into the kneeling position. And you can do another little roll, a little wormy here, back up to the sky. Tuck the chin, concave, roll through the spine, come down. Lead with the chest, roll up and open. So you can stick there with just the hands on the lower back, or if you want to come into a full camel pose, release the hands back down to the heels. Again, tuck the chin, roll through the spine, drop the pelvis. This time the pelvis leads, press the pelvis up to the sky, and then open up the chest, drop the head. Tuck the chin, roll through your spine, pelvis comes down last. Push the pelvis up to the sky, roll through that spine, open up. If I'm going a little too fast for you here, feel free to slow it down. If you're feeling really loosey-goosey, feel free to speed it up. Beautiful. Wherever you are, just meet me in a child's pose with your forehead resting against your yoga mat. Bring the attention back to the breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale in a sigh. Inhale. Exhale what no longer serves you. Make space to have fun today on the mat. Let's roll up into our all fours position, our tabletop here. We're going to start with just some gentle spinal rolls. So from your tabletop position, it's a gentle arc in that lower spine, sit back into child's pose, and then pull back up. Gentle arc in the spine, push into your child's pose. Concave, roll back up into tabletop, gentle arc in the lower spine, and push into child's. Good, so like an ocean wave here. Again, don't worry too much if you don't look exactly the same. It's just supposed to feel good, nice warmth on your spine. I'm going to take these spinal waves now in a circle. So I'm moving my whole body over to the right, swinging it to the front, swinging it to the left, and then pushing back into child's pose. Again, the coordination of this can be a little tricky at first, so don't worry if it feels silly. This is just to warm up your spine. Find something that feels good for you. It can be as juicy or as stagnant as you're looking for today. Let's roll to the left if you haven't reversed. Moving through our spine, opening up the side body, opening up the shoulders. Take one more rotation and then meet me back in child's pose before rolling back up into your tabletop position. Tuck the toes, press into the hands, and then scooch that butt up to the sky into downward facing dog. I urge you to keep the knees bent here at first. Really focus on pressing the hands into the mat, pressing through those shoulders, and stretching the hips up to the sky. If you're ready for it, you can begin to pedal out those legs, bringing length into one hamstring and calf at a time. So just pedaling out here, you can have a little fun with it, wiggle back and forth. And find your downward dog and roll through the spine into a strong plank. Gentle arc in the lower back, push into downward facing dog. Roll forward, inhale. Exhale, push into downward facing dog. Roll forward, inhale, hit your plank, and release into downward facing dog. Keep going on your own pace here. Gentle arc in that lower spine when you come back. This time, roll forward. We're going to drop the knees to take your knees, chest, chin, chaturanga push-up variation. Tend the fingers, inhale, come up into baby cobra. Exhale, come back down, plant the palms, push back through your push-up, and extend into downward facing dog. We roll right through it again, roll forward, drop the knees, chaturanga. Tend the fingers, inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, come down, plant those palms, press into the arms, and push back into downward facing dog. Continue here, rolling forward. Drop the knees. Chaturanga Dandasana variation. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release back to the mat. Plant those palms. Press through a push-up and into downward facing dog. Beautiful. One more time, roll forward, drop the knees. Chaturanga Dandasana variation. Inhale, arc the spine, look up. Exhale, release to your mat, press into the palms, and shift into downward facing dog. This time, stay in downward facing dog, raise the heels, bend the knees, hop or step to the front of your mat into forward fold. The real fun's about to begin now. Let's roll up into our standing position. Big inhale here, let it loose. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, come up halfway, find your control. Exhale, plant those palms on the mat. Hop or step into plank. From your plank, shift the hips back into downward facing dog. The right leg is going to come into three-legged dog as it lifts to the sky. Exhale, draw that knee into your chest. Really pull the core up and step the right foot between your palms. From your high lunge here, just open the back foot, shift into warrior 3. So I'm going to go pretty slow the first few times, but each time through this flow, we're going to learn more and build onto it. Shift back into your high lunge position. From here, drop the back left knee. Place the left hand on the mat or next door for some support and come into your lizard pose. So you can see me going over top of the outer part of my right foot here. I'm going to take a big circle with my arm opening up the chest. Plant the right foot again on the mat and reach back to grab that left foot if you can reach it for a little quad stretch here. Don't worry if you didn't quite get all that. We're going to go through this flow several times so we can find our groove together. Release the quad stretch, pop back into your high lunge, and carefully step the back foot to the front of your mat. Good, let's roll up through the spine and we'll do this again on the other side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, release forward fold. Inhale, find your control halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop into plank. Shift back into your downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up. Pull that knee into your chest on the exhale. Roll forward, step between your palms. This time the right foot's going to open and we'll come into our warrior 2 position on the left. From your warrior 2, shift the back foot back into high lunge. Those arms reach for your mat to support your high lunge. Then we drop the back knee. Wiggle that left foot out to the edge of your mat. Feel free to roll over the edge for your lizard pose. Left arm is going to circle forward and around in a big arch, open up the spine. Plant your left foot and then reach the left arm behind you to grab the right foot for a quad stretch. Again, no worries if you didn't get quite all that. We're going to do this many times so you can really get your flow on. Release this stretch, come back into high lunge, and then carefully step forward to the front of your mat. Roll up through the spine. Inhale, big reach up to the sky. Exhale, palms come through center, release. Inhale, find your control halfway. Exhale, plant those palms, hop or step to plank. Exhale into downward facing dog, right leg comes up again. Exhale, pull that knee to the chest, step between the palms. Open up into your warrior 2 position. From your warrior 2, you're going to shift back into high lunge. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale, drop the palms to the mat. Immediately coming into your lizard, circling around, open the chest. Plant the right foot back on the mat. Reach the same arm back to grab your foot for a quad stretch. So we have the right arm to the left foot. Exhale, release the stretch back into high lunge, step to the front of your mat. Let's inhale, reach all the way up to the sky, big bend in the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands and step or hop into your strong plank position. Exhale, press the hips back, downward dog. Left leg reaches directly up to the sky. Exhale, bring that knee into the chest. Step forward into your high lunge. Inhale, open up warrior 3. Exhale, shift back into your high lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop the hands, sink right into your lizard. Rotate through the spine. plant that left foot and then reach back to grab the left arm to the right foot for a quad stretch. Release this stretch, plant the palms, press into high lunge, and step towards the front of your mat. Lovely job. Let's keep going. Feel free to flow it out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, hop back into plank. Exhale, press the hips up to the sky, downward dog. Inhale, reach the leg up. Exhale, draw that left knee to your chest, step forward. Inhale, come up here. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms back up into high lunge. Exhale, we drop the hands to the mat. We come straight into lizard, rotate around the arm. Inhale, plant the foot. Exhale, reach back for that left foot with the right hand. Release the stretch. Use your palms to support your high lunge and step forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, keep going. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Really flow through this. Exhale, plant the palms, hop or step into plank. Press into downward facing dog. Left leg reaches right up to the sky. Exhale, we draw it to the chest. We step between our two palms. Let's open up warrior two position. Feel your strength here. Then shift back into your high lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, we sink right into that lizard pose. Big rotation around. Left foot plants. Reach the left arm back for the right foot. Hold the quad stretch. Exhale, release your arms. Press into high lunge and step to the front of your mat. Excellent work. Come up. Inhale, big inhale up to the sky. Exhale, bring the palms through center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, hop into your strong plank position. Exhale, send the hips into downward facing dog. Right leg is going to reach up again. Draw the knee into your chest, plant the foot. Exhale into warrior two position, feel your strength. Inhale, shift back to high lunge, reach the arms up. Exhale, right into your lizard rotation here, beautiful. Plant the foot, reach back, inhale here, hold the stretch. Exhale, release the hand from the foot, back into your high lunge position, step forward. Let's take it one more time. Inhale, reach up to the sky as big as you can, and then free fall here to the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant those hands, hop back into a strong plank. Send the hips back, downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up. Exhale, draw that knee to your chest, step high lunge. Exhale, strong warrior two. Inhale, reach those palms up to the sky, high lunge. Exhale, drop right to the mat. Lizard rotation, open up the chest. Plant the left foot, reach back with the left hand to the right foot, quad stretch. Exhale, release the stretch, release the arm. Press into high lunge and step to the front of your mat. Beautiful work. Let's just hold here for a second, take a moment to catch our breath. You can grab opposite elbows and just rock in your forward fold. Take a moment for a bit of silence, let that work sink in. When you're ready from your forward fold, release the hands and slowly roll up into your standing position, your mountain pose. Beautiful job on that first flow. We're going to move into our next one now, starting with goddess pose. A few tips on this one first. Regardless of where you are, your knees need to track directly over where the toes are pointing. So your hips might be a little less open than mine, maybe a little more. Regardless, the knees go directly over the toes. Our core is nice and tight, supporting our lower back. We can either be in our hands with prayer pose, or much trickier is to try to reach those palms up to the sky. So join me in your goddess position. Let's inhale, sink into the stretch. Exhale, feel your strength, feel yourself rooted into the mat, into the ground. Inhale. Exhale, what no longer serves you today. Remember to have fun here as we move into the next variation. On your next exhale, open up towards the right in your warrior two position, glancing over those right fingertips. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Exhale, bend the left knee and sink into Skandasana. Your Skandasana might be up here. If you can sink a little lower, a little lower, a little lower, or all the way to the ground, feel free to use the hands to support you. From wherever your Skandasana lands, we're going to shift into high lunge on the left side. Again, you can be wherever you need to be today. Then work on straightening that left leg. Once it's as straight as you can get it, plant the palms and send that left leg back up to the sky into three-legged dog. Exhale, draw that knee into your chest, roll forward into plank, shift into side plank, and then press that foot forward, open up into a wild thing variation here. Bend both knees, drop the hips, and then re-extend into your wild thing. So we have a bent right leg and a straight left. Beautiful. We're going to take this a few times through, so no worries if it doesn't go perfect for you the first time. And then reverse it, shift into downward facing dog. Let's raise those heels, bend the knees, hop to the front of your mat. Roll up and step right back into your goddess position. This portion does take a bit of endurance, so meet me in your warrior two facing to the left. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, bend into Skandasana on your right. Sink as low as is comfy for you today. Feel free to use your hands on the mat if needed. Shift into your high lunge, right knee bent. Exhale, try to straighten that right leg and then send it back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw that right knee into the chest. Pivot through your side plank on the right arm and then send that right leg through, open up into a wild thing variation, both knees straight. Let's drop the hips and then press back into our full wild thing, opening the chest, arcing the spine. Carefully place both hands on the mat, plant the left toes, and then press the right foot back into downward facing dog. Raise the heels, bend the knees, hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, roll up. On your exhale, sink right back down into your goddess pose. Excellent work so far. On your exhale, let's press into our warrior two position facing the right hand. Straighten the right knee, sink into Skandasana on the left. From your Skandasana, pivot into a left high lunge. Exhale, straighten that leg. Inhale, send the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Pull that knee into the chest, pivot through your side plank on the left arm, and open into your wild thing variation, both knees straight. Drop the hips, and then exhale, big arc into your wild thing here. Just do what feels good for you. Plant both hands on the mat, step back into your downward facing dog. Hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, sink into your goddess position. Inhale and exhale, let's push into our warrior two. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, sink down into Skandasana on the right. Inhale, let's pivot into our high lunge position. Exhale, straighten that right knee. Send it up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. We pivot into our side plank. Press the right foot forward and exhale into your wild thing variation. Drop those hips. Press again into your arc here. Again, just do whatever feels good for you. Feel free, feel fun, feel graceful. Come back into your downward facing dog. Hop or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, roll up. We're not quite done yet. Let's keep going. Let's sink into our goddess position. Inhale. Exhale, open up, press into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten through the center. Exhale, come down to Skandasana, left knee is bent. We're in our left high lunge. Straighten the front leg. Press that left leg up into three-legged dog. Draw the knee into your chest. Hit your plank, hit your side plank, press the leg through. Open up into your wild thing variation. Drop those hips. Open up the chest, open up the spine, arc into wild thing. Just feel good and juicy here. Plant those palms on the mat, carefully step into downward facing dog. Hop to the front of your mat, forward fold, roll up. Inhale, sink into your goddess squat. We're nearly there. Exhale, press into your warrior two, glancing over the left fingertips. Straighten that left leg, pivot and shift into your right knee bent, Skandasana. Let's shift into our high lunge with the right knee bent. Straighten that right knee and then send it back into three-legged dog. Inhale, reach that foot up. Exhale, bend the knee, draw it into plank. Side plank on the right hand, press the right foot through. Exhale, open up into your wild thing variation. Drop the hips, full extension into wild thing. Feel good here. Gently plant the hands on the mat. Step back in your downward facing dog. And this time when you hop forward, bend those knees and join me seated in a crisscross position at the front of your mat. Plant the feet, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, release, roll back onto the mat to your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Inhale. Exhale and a sigh, release all that hard work. Give yourself a mental round of applause today. I know these flows weren't easy, but I do hope they were fun. Showed you a new, dynamic, and liberating way to move your body, to groove through it a bit with me. But now it's time to rest, so let's inhale into the belly. Exhale, release the breath. Inhale, feel your heartbeat gently slowing. Feel your body slowly calming. Feel the muscles relaxing, pressing into the floor, sinking into the earth beneath you, being supported. Maybe bring a little attention to your feet, to the calves, now to your quads, your hips. Your quads and your hips did a lot of work today. Into your core, the rib cage, the upper back, arms sinking into the mat. Relax your neck. Relax your face muscles. Let yourself just be here for a moment. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, bring a little bit of motion back to those fingers and toes. Roll onto your side and join me in a seated position. Or you can stay in Savasana, be my guest. But if you want to join me in 2 final inhales, reach the palms up. Exhale, bring the palms through center. And once more, inhale and exhale. I hope you enjoyed this wild flow with me today. Namaste, folks.